Well, good morning. This is Professor Otto B. Locktup coming to you from the studios of What's Up. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the relationship between Adam and Eve and God and how that was broken. Now, I know many of you, most of you know this story very well. You've heard about the tree and the fruit. But I want to just go over a few things because there are some of you that don't know some of the details. So God made Adam and Eve in this beautiful garden. And He placed them in the garden and said, please take care of the garden, the animals and the fruit and the plants. And you can eat anything you want of any tree that you like, but one. That one is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And He told them, do not eat of it. For on the day that you do, you will die. Now, we don't know how long they spent in the garden with God. They would walk in the afternoons and talk with Him. And they had a wonderful time. And they enjoyed the beauty of the garden. But the day came when Eve, alone in the garden, walked toward the tree. And as she did, Satan disguised himself as a snake, a serpent. And he approached and said, did God say, really, that you could not eat of this tree? Did He say that you would die? She said, He said we couldn't even touch it, which was not the case. He did not say that. And He said, you will surely not die. God just doesn't want you to be like Him, because when you eat of this tree, you will know good and evil, and you will be just like God. And Eve saw that the tree looked good for food. So she took the fruit, and as Adam walked up, she ate it. And she handed it to him, and he ate it too. There's no record of them speaking about it, but they knew it was wrong immediately because the relationship with God was broken. It exploded. And they knew that things were changed. So they ran and hid. And when God came to them in the afternoon to walk with them in the garden, He knew what they had done. And He knew all about it. And He knew why they were hiding. And He said, where are you? Even though He knew where they were. And they came out and said, we were afraid because we ate of the tree that you told us not to. And He said, you can no longer be in the garden. We cannot walk together like this anymore. Our relationship is broken. You cannot be here anymore. And He sent them out of the garden, telling them they would have to work for their food from now on. And there would be much suffering because of that sin, because it would be passed down to their children and all the children to follow, which includes all of us. Now you know this story, but you also know that if you had been in the garden, you would have sinned as well. Because there's no one in this room that's hearing my voice that has never sinned. And the question today is not, what about Adam and Eve? It's not about them. Today, at Vacation Bible School, it's about you, Starveyors. It's about all of you. What's up with your sin? Have you tried to fix it yourself? Have you heard about God's rescue plan? We'll be talking about that in the coming lessons. Because God knew that we would, if given free choice, to choose Him and obey Him and follow His ways, that someday we would sin. But that the good news is, God knew that this would happen, and He made a way to bring back that relationship. We'll hear about that in days ahead. This is Professor Otto B. Locktup, signing off. Good morning.